नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar Kotari, visitors, viewers, who are sitting with us all over the world at this time through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Ara TV, Nakshatra TV, and two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha, Kuala Lumpur Adinam, Ohio Adinam, Seattle Adinam, Los Angeles Adinam, New York Adinam, Guadalupe Adinam, San Jose Adinam, New Zealand Adinam, Montclair, California, New Jersey Omkareshwar, Philadelphia, Dublin, Ohio, Vancouver Bhuvaneshwar, Toronto Adinam, London Adinam, Nirbeda and Baladara in Phillip Island, Hyderabad Adinam, Hong Kong, Ponca City, Oklahoma, Salem Adinam, Puduvai Adinam, San Diego Tirualavai, Chidambarananda, Dubai Adinam, Nityananda Nagara Bididi, Indrani, New Jersey, San Antonio, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Singapore Adinam, Houston Adinam, Trinidad Tobago, and some more cities, Charlotte Adinam, Hong Kong, Rajapalayam Adinam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll enter into the next verse of Isavasya Upanishad, the 16th verse. Recite along with me. Pushanne karshe Yamasurya Prajabatya Vyuharashmin Samoha Tejo Yatte Rupam Kalyanadamam Datte Pashyami Yosavasau Purushaha Sohamasmi. One of the most beautiful verses of this Upanishad. The translation goes, O Pushan, consciousness, who is the nourisher, sustainer of all, the primeval, solitary traveler, the disciplining principle of all, is like the bright, effulgent sun and is the Lord of entire creation, which is his subject. Please remove all your rays of this radiating, brilliant golden light which had blinded me, so that by your grace I can have the divine vision of that most auspicious, graceful, beautiful form of yours, that which is there, the glorious sun, is the mirror of the Supreme Being, who is all-pervading pure consciousness of the cosmos. Indeed, I am He, that being Sohamasmi. Just in the earlier verse, Rishis explain seeking. Now they are declaring realization. In the next verse, they are declaring the realization. Now the sacred secret they wanted to reveal to all of us. The moment authentic seeking is awakened, simply realization happens. Understand, the moment authentic seeking is awakened, simply realization happens. You need to understand deeper and deeper about seeking. Seeking is nothing but your identity, your image about you, the inner image, getting matured, ripened. Please understand. If your taste is growing, if your taste is getting matured, if your taste is evolving, you are living. Whether you live or not, whether you are alive or not, whether you are living or not, is not decided by the number of incidents happening in your life or the number of days you pass in your life. The status quo life means every day when you wake up, every day when you go for your work, every day when you come back, every day when you go to bed, your mental state, your thought pattern, your thought current, your incompletions, if it is same, be very clear, you are dead, waiting to be buried. Just because you have not been buried or cremated does not mean you are alive. You are an orphan body. Dead, waiting to be buried. The status quo life is the worst possible life. Every day, if you approach your experiences, good, bad, right, wrong, consciously, so much of reinvention of you will happen. Please understand. I am not even saying do only right things, don't do wrong things. And I am also not saying do wrong things, don't do right things. All I am trying to tell you, be aware of what you are doing. That itself will mature your taste so much. In any field, a person whose taste is matured achieves. In the life, when your taste is matured, you become seeker. You become seeker. Listen. Your taste getting matured is what I define as seeking. Your taste getting matured. Listen. If you live consciously every experience will mature your taste. Every experience will awaken your taste. Man whose taste is not getting matured, his life is waste. Now, really, I am telling you. Your identity about you, what you value as joy, what you value as right, what you value as success, what you think as pain, what do you think as pleasure, all this should go on getting matured. You can't become 70 and still interested in puppy love. No, that shows you have not lived. If you are 17 and interested in puppy love, okay. But 70, till you are trying to be in fantasy of puppy love, you are stupid. I am giving you one example. Whether it is name and fame, money, pleasure, luxury, or right, wrong, the ideas you cherish about what should be your career achievement, the concepts you cherish about how you should be contributing to you and to others, the truths how you should relate with others, what should be the strategy for you to relate with others in your life or human beings, all this should go on getting matured. See, when you are 20 or 30, you try to grab everything, is tolerable. After all, you think you have a huge life in front of you and you want to grab as much as you can from everyone. But by the time you are 40, you should know it is time to grasp, not grab. The taste should get matured. Your concepts about you, even your confusion should get matured. Understand? I am not against getting confused. I am against getting into the same confusion again and again. I am not against you getting confused, but I am against you getting into the same confusion again and again. If it is same confusion, it is just status quo, wasting life, destroying life. If it's the same problem, status quo. Status quo life is hell. Understand? Status quo life is hell. Peace is not status quo life. Peace is state quo life. Understand? Peace is not status quo life. Peace is state quo life. If the state from which you are operating is same, then you have peace, not if your life is in status quo. That is not peace, that is dead. That is dead. One of the biggest confusion human beings entertain is thinking status quo as a state quo. No. I don't know whether this word state quo exists in English or not. I am contributing it. Come on. Today's subject for Vakyartha Sadas should be, what is status quo and what is state quo? Status quo means stuck in the same thought current, incompletion, mental pattern, suffering, taste, identity, ideas about you and others, everything just remains same. State quo means it is established in the ultimate truth, and constantly the maturity becoming the lifestyle, radiating maturity. Your thinking, words, feeling, actions, everything functioning based on maturity. Everything functioning based on maturity. Let your ideas, let your concepts, your concept about world, your concept about life, your concept about dharma, your concept about karma, your concept about give and take, right and wrong, everything should get matured, should get updated by your experience, your internalizing, your internalizing. Somebody came and asked me, Swamiji, last year I went to that pilgrimage and all those temples. This year also, should I go? I told him, have your idea, context, why you should go, as it evolved, got matured. He thought for a few minutes and said, I don't think so. I said, then work on making that matured. Why you should go? The idea should get matured. Why you should go? The idea should get matured. If the why is not getting matured, your actions are not going to liberate you. In Viveka Chudamani, very beautifully, Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya describes Kalpagala Varyandam, even one Brahma's lifetime. If you are doing rituals also, without getting the context, without getting the context matured, it won't lead to liberation. Understand? Even for one kalpa, one Brahma's age, some millions of years, I can tell you exact calculation also. It runs into millions of years. Even those millions of years, if you are doing rituals, worship, all that, without getting your context matured, it won't lead to enlightenment, liberation. It won't lead to mukti. Understand? Context getting matured. Context getting matured is seeking. Your idea about you will get matured. I tell you, the biggest gift you should receive from me is best inner image. Your outer image, others' image, life image and all will automatically get tuned. The best gift you should receive from me is inner image. Other than that, anything you receive is waste. Useless. All right, even if you get healing from me and become healthy, what is the use? You may live 100 years. After that, there are monkeys living 100 years. There are trees living 500 years. There are tortoises living 300 years. What's the use? Even if you live 100 years, monkey is the monkey, is the monkey, is the monkey. That's of no use. If you receive the gift of best inner image, your whole life will become matured. I tell you. Whole life will become matured. That is seeking. Otherwise, a day of Brahma, one day of Brahma, Kalpa, is of duration of 4.32 billion solar years. How many billion solar years you may do ritual without getting your context matured? It won't lead to liberation. Understand? Having right inner image awakens seeking in you. If the seeking is awakened, everything is done. After that, nothing else can hijack your life. Even if I heal you and you live 100 years, there is a possibility your hormones can hijack your life. Or your desire for name and fame can hijack your life. Or your delusion, confusion can hijack your life. Confusion and inaction can hijack your life. But if the seeking is awakened, nothing can hijack your life. Nothing can hijack your life. Only in a person whom seeking is awakened, he is safe. He lives. He is protected. He is showered. If seeking is not awakened in you, life is not worthy of living. Seeking is nothing but remembering your own higher possibility. When you strongly remember, you just wake up from your lower slumbers. I tell you, completion is nothing but remembering your higher possibilities and breaking your lower possibilities, your lower karma patterns, your lower understandings, your lower ideas. Your lower identities. Fifteenth verse, Upanishadic rishis express seeking. In 16th verse, they declare enlightenment. Then understand the kind of authenticity they have in their seeking. The authenticity and maturity which is there in their seeking. If your taste for life grows and grows and grows, taste about you grows and grows and grows. When your taste about you gets matured, your taste about world, your taste about God, everything will get matured. The man who has highest taste about himself only can connect with Mahadeva because he is the best taste of God. Understand? Only if you have a best taste about you, you can connect with Mahadeva because he is the best taste in the realms of God. That is why Mahadeva. Life is all about your taste getting matured, seeking awakening. Even the story described behind me, where Mahadeva using his Trishul and kicking Yama, Lord of Death, away from his disciple Markandeya, devotee Markandeya. Actually, based on your taste, you can understand this story. If your taste is very low, you will think, oh, when the death is about to come, if I just put a Shivalinga and tightly hold on to it, Shiva will appear and kick Yamadharma out, and I will be out of bed, and I can live as long as I want. You can understand this way. Or if your taste is matured, you know, even while death walks in, if you hold on to that space of Mahadeva, he will see to it, even death cannot kill you. You will be liberated and living eternal life, Jivan Mukti. It is based on the maturity, the taste you have about you, you will understand this story. when you are entering into the waking state from the dream state, your taste is getting matured. Enough, you wandered in the dreams. Now you want to live a more matured life. You move to the waking state. From here, if you move to the awakened state, that is the ultimate taste. Your taste getting into the ultimate maturity. Unless your taste matures to the waking state, you will not come out of dream. You will continue to be dreaming and blabbering in the dream. Remember a proverb. You can eat in the dream, even kiss in the dream, but never piss in the dream, because that is set up. You will realize the bathroom is set up. If you have experienced only, you can understand what I am saying. Understand, there are some things which you should never do in dream. Don't use the restroom in the dream because it is set up. If you use, then you will realize, you will wake up and realize, yes, it was set up. It's your bladder which is filled, created the whole restroom for you. Actually, if you analyze all this, your whole being will get matured. Same way, it is your hormones which is full in your body, creates the ambience where you think pleasure happens. All your pleasure, pain, good, bad, is nothing more than a restroom you find in your dream to relieve yourself. Only after you relieve, you will wake up and see that was a setup by your filled bladder. How many of you have realized it at least once? Then you know what I am talking. Understand, then you will know what I am talking. No, it's a truth. It's a truth. When your taste gets matured to the waking state, you move out of dream. When your taste gets matured to have the awakened state, you will move out of waking state. Your taste getting matured to the awakened state is what I call seeking. Seeking. Everything else is waste of life. Everything else is just stupidity. Your soul getting matured is seeking. If seeking is not awakened, understand, your whole life is waste. You might have driven any type of car, lived in any type of bungalow or mansion. You would have had whatever million or billion in your stupid, useless electronic bank account, which itself has no base. If you study what is economy, you will understand how you are all cheated. If you study medicine, you will understand how you are all cheated. If you study law, you will understand how everyone is cheated. If you study law, you will understand how everyone is legally cheated. If you study medicine, you will understand how everyone is medically cheated. No, really. If you study economy, you will understand how everyone is cheated in the name of money. Money is the biggest hoax created by human beings. Unfortunately, he himself got caught into it. If you see any science fiction movies, there are many where they show human beings create machines, robots, suddenly they take over the world. That is what has happened now. Human beings created currency, money, concept of money, and now it has taken over the world. Even we can't control it anymore. It's over. The biggest hoax created, which has taken over the humanity, is money. You might have had any money, any amount of money and any number of honey. And any number of cars and houses, any amount of name and fame, rewards, awards. Remember, if the soul is not getting matured, if your taste for life is not evolving, if your seeking is not awakened, if you have not started moving towards the awakened life, everything is just useless. The buildings and mansions you built in the dream is not worthy of even 2 penny in the waking state. And the same way, whatever you built in this waking state will not be even 1 penny worthy in awakened state. That is the state to be, state to exist. Wake up as early as possible to the awakened life. Let the seeking mature your soul. The whole Nityanandogam is going to be about making your soul matured. Not just doing some kriya, completion, yoga, expressing few powers. It will all be there. Beyond that, making your very bioenergy, your soul matured. When the soul gets matured, all the powers will be there in your garage. You will not even bring them into your bedroom. It will all be there in your garage. However costly the car may be, you can leave it only in garage, not in the bedroom. How many ever powers you may have, it is only the outer world. In your inner space, awakening to enlightenment is the only the best gift you will receive from a living incarnation. Come to Nityanandoham to receive the gift. Nityanandoham chalo. Soul getting matured. Soul getting evolved. You seeking the state of awakening is the essence of life. That is the essence of life. Blessings. Ma Shakti Rupa Houston, birthday blessings. With all the auspiciousness, you will be with me, I will be with you. Blessings. Ma Sneha Sangama, San Diego, birthday blessings. With all the auspiciousness, you will be with me, I will be with you. Blessings. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಧ್ಯಾನಪೀಠಂ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ನಗರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಸೂರ್ ರೋಡ್ ಬಿಡದಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು. ಫೋನ್ 08027279999 www.nityananda.org www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation